Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Brian Good here for this latest edition of Snow Talk. And I know, yes, we're less than, say, 24 days from the first day of spring, and you guys are not ready to hear more about snowfall. Joined by Sid Emerson, who's our weather intern. Welcome, Sid.
People are going to be mad at us tonight.
Yeah, well, be mad at me, well, not really you. But
hopefully not.
Yeah, but we do have more snow to talk about. It was a nice snow day, though.
It was.
Big flakes coming down, some cases accumulated.
Went away. It's like, we talked about, one of those summer days where it rains and it clears out and you have a beautiful sunset. It snowed before that.
It's a distant memory. You got it. A lot of that snow did melt off because temperatures, even after the snow stopped, did stay above freezing, so a lot of that melted away. But for a few moments there, a lot of you were, especially the snow lovers, pretty excited. We do have more snow to talk about as we get into the last few days here of February, into the first few days of March. What are you laughing? You laughing in my face? I know, it's always
I've learned to smile.
Oh, that's good. You got to smile in those frozen moments there. Okay, here's the last of snow across areas of southeast Kentucky. It's winding down. Look at the sky cover. It's cleared out here in Kentucky. That means temperatures will begin to fall as we into nighttime hours tonight. Now, we've had a decent wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so I think most areas will have the roads dry out. I noticed coming back from dinner break that most of the roads had been drying out, so only just the side roads in a few areas, I would say in this zone here, have the best chance to see maybe some slick spots develop towards sunrise. Most areas, though, will be just fine around the area, but just use some caution, mainly in your porch and your patio, more than anything in your driveway early tomorrow. We are on our way down to the 20s tonight. So let's talk about what's coming our way. Now, Monday is going to be fine. No problems at all. Temperatures will warm up, in fact, into the 30s throughout the day. Tuesday morning, there is a chance of snow. Northeast of here, the model has been very consistent on the idea that this is going to be mainly northeast of us, across areas of Ohio into far northern Kentucky. I do not see this impacting our viewing area at this time. But here's what's going to happen. Is when to Tuesday night, we will have a southern system that's going to develop, and it's going to literally form a band right across Kentucky. And the trend has been further north with this band as time goes on. I think that trend will continue. I think it's going to stretch out as far north as southern Indiana as we get closer in time. So I think this entire area has a chance of a burst of snowfall Tuesday night. You notice the temperatures into the 20s, if not teens, at that point. So we're going to get some decent snow out of this. It's going to be very light, dry, fluffy snow, but I would not be surprised to see winter weather advisories come out for a good chunk of central and east Kentucky as that snow breaks out Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. We're only talking about maybe 1 inch to 2 inches of snow, but just enough for an advisory to come out, and just enough for slick spots, and just enough for problems for school closings, something I'm sure you parents out there will love to hear about. But throughout the day on Wednesday, it's going to be a struggle to get out of the teens. It's going to be just a very cold day into Wednesday. And here's the interesting part about the forecast in the next 1 to 2 weeks, really, if not longer, as we're going to see all that warm air that's been in our area kind of backtrack a little bit in the southern part of the country into the west. There's a lot of talk about Sid's favorite term.
Cold?
No, the polar vortex.
Oh, the polar vortex. Yeah, the small polar vortex is coming back down.
Do you like the polar vortex?
I'm getting a little tired of it. I think everybody is.
I think I'm going to dress up as a polar vortex for Halloween, by the way, this year. I'm not trying to figure out my costume. I'm working on that. But anyway, very cold weather back into the Ohio Valley and this part of the country. And the interesting thing about that is that it's not going to go anywhere for a while. And so storm tracks are going to pretty much ride along that edge of the cold and the warm air, which means Kentucky and the Ohio Valley is going to fall in that zone of rain or snow or right on the fence every single storm that comes through here. And for the next several weeks, that's the way it's looking. So it's going to be a lot of headaches forecasting-wise coming away. That's our job to worry about that, not you. But it is going to be a very active pattern. And in these cases, these are very wet snows. And I would not be surprised to see our biggest snowfall of the season still to come out of this pattern as we head into March. Now, speaking of March, the National Weather Service, or NOAA, has issued their March outlook. They are forecasting below normal temperatures for much of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. We're right on the edge of that. The warmth continues across the west as far as precipitation. Above normal in the Rockies, below normal in the desert southwest, and pretty much normal, which I'm really not a fan of this whole equal chances thing they put out. But anyway, below normal and active storm stream as we head into March. And they also extended the outlook all the way through the rest of spring. And that's interesting because it, too, does indicate a cool pattern across the Great Lakes and probably most of the Ohio Valley. Warmer weather across Florida and the Southwest, that will continue. But notice this above normal bullseye right over us. And if it's not snow, it could be decent rainfall or even thunderstorms, and that would put us in a stage for flooding potential because we've had a lot of frozen ground this year and a lot of moisture with the snowfall. So not surprising to see ourselves finding our situation to more of a flooding issue as we head into later on into spring. So a lot of folks, said we're spoiled by the temperatures in the 70s and 60s.
I think I was too. I think we both.
I think everybody was.
Pretty fun.
Right. It was fun. It was nice. But at least we had a little bit of a break. But March does look to be colder than normal and snowier. But here's the thing. We talked about this earlier. Colder than normal. Mm-hmm. Normal in January was right around 40. Now we're in the 50s for normal. So when you see those maps, they're going to be posted about it's going to be 15 to 20 degrees below normal in March. Keep in mind that only is going to take us down to the 30s, not below zero. But 30s would put us for a prime spot for
rain or snow.
Rain or snow, or in winter storms. A battle between the two. You got it. So it's not going to be a brutal cold for March, but it's colder than normal. We saw this actually the past 2 Marches. We have seen cold weather. We have. We both walked in the parade last year for the March 2nd event that took place in Henryville, and it was snowing on us on March 2nd. And I think
cold, actually.
And I think we could have snow falling on March 2nd again this year. So very active pattern coming our way the next several days. The snow again on Tuesday night is going to be advisory level, not a big deal, but we'll watch it carefully because it's going to be so cold every flake is going to stick. And then there is another chance Friday night into Saturday, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the month of March. Think anybody's going to throw anything at me?
No, but I think we should just make a checklist of every single snow event we think is going to happen and then just go by that. And then count down until spring. I think we have 25 days today. I think
about 24 days
until spring.
Until spring, yeah.
So we'll see if it actually feels like spring when spring gets here. But
I don't think it's going to feel like spring until May.
Let's just hope we don't have one of those abnormal years.
Probably not. No. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you coming up tonight. The closing ceremony is taking place right now as I look at the monitor. We'll see you tonight coming up at 11 o'clock.